Either you'll be killed by a fallen tree or not. But it's definitely no reason to be killed by freezing to death. So that's for dang sure. Alright, so here's what a Siberian log fire looks like. You can see the base log have been here. It's burned out completely. The good thing about this Siberian log fire is that as I left it, it just burned out. It's a very safe fire. It doesn't make any sparks or anything like that. And you should of course always have knowledge about what kind of ground you have, right? Here we don't have any turf or anything, so I know for a fact that we're not gonna make any root fire, so anything like that here, right? This Siberian log fire here lasted me all night long, so it has lasted for like, I don't know, at least 12-13 hours. And we still have wood to spare. So if we had to stay longer, or next time for example, we can take this log there. This is the thickest one. Use it as a base log, stack the 4 others on top of that, and we can start all over again. But we will need a little bit of a starting fire. But the good thing about this fire here is that if you can see in there, everything here is protected from the snow and rain. So there we have a lot of coals, right? So it lights up really, really easy. What we're gonna need for a Siberian log fire is a reasonable sized tree. I call this a survival tree because the tree will provide everything for us in order to start this fire, right? Perfect. You can see that's where the tree fell. I cut it from over there. I did it with a handsaw. The first cut I made, the thickest cut was 2 minutes 14 seconds. With brakes and so on. The rest I cut with a chainsaw, but I made this log fire many times with hand saws, also on video. I just had to save a little time for that video, right? So the only tree I would advise you not to try and use if you're new to the woods is like something like this. It's a birch. It's a dead birch. You can see it's broken, but you will never ever find a dry dead standing birch in the forest. What happens here is that all the moisture will be kept in by this birch bark here, right? So it will never be dry. But the Siberian log fire is traditionally made by Siberian natives, right? They use pine, spruce, and tamarack to a large extent. I know from my subscribers or viewers that it'll work with oak as well and all sorts of other trees, but we of course have to find a tree, right? So what we have to do is that here we have pines. You have to stand and look a little bit, right? We can look up in the canopy there. We can see they are alive. We don't want live trees for this, of course. There we have one which has no visible needles on it. Sometimes this can be misleading, so of course we have to go and check it out, right? And at a distance it looks kind of alright, but you can see the bark is peeling off up there. We can take our knife and we can do like this, and we can see, oh, this guy here is dead standing. Nice. It's not that thick. What is it, like 15, 16, 17 centimeters or something? But it'll provide a Siberian log fire for an additional fire for at least let's say 6-7 hours. We'll of course cut it as far down as we can. First part's gonna be the base log. Tree is down. Looks fine. It's a little bit moist here. Dead standings are always a little bit moist the first meter or something like this, but that's not bad for Siberian log fire base log. We have like 12-13 meters of for the log fire itself, and then you have a lot of twigs and smaller stuff we can cut up. What I like to have base log, 5 top logs as a minimum. We're gonna cut it somewhere around here. That should be more than enough. It's not gonna be a very big Siberian log fire, but it's gonna burn for a long time, especially considered that it is pine. A great little thing about the Siberian log fire is that, as you can see, it acts like a good sawbuck as well. And all the way up there you can see we have twigs, and the tree is of course tapering off, which of course makes some thinner firewood, right? So everything is there. You don't need to collect any other additional firewood. Because what makes this fire last a long time, especially considering it's pine, is that it's raised and fanned out. And that's of course why we have to clean the snow, especially here down there. Because here it will melt, of course, no problem. But down there it will not melt. All the heat's gonna get up and in this direction here. And that's why it's such an awesome fire. I'm here with my two sons, of course, making a hell of a noise. We're here on the snowmobile, but that is what it is. But anyway, I said in my recent video that I think that this Siberian log fire could have helped the unfortunate YouTuber from Belgium, Storm Outdoorsy or whatever, that could have helped him because he was caught in a really heavy snowstorm, right? And some people were very, what you can say, doubtful that that would have been the case, because how can you start a fire in a full storm, and have you ever tried to start a fire in a storm, and tra-la-la-la-la. But we had one in the autumn, in the fall, right? You can see we have a broken tree there, we have a broken tree there, we have more broken trees over there, tuk 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 tuk. And one thing you have to know is that you will definitely find out if you find yourself in the forest in a storm, that down here on the forest floor, even it's raging up there, it's not that much wind. And it doesn't matter if there's some wind, because the wind will definitely help your fire burn. It will unfortunately burn a little bit faster, but the wind will help to burn. I know this, of course, from experience. I've been in the forest in the storms, right? But not planned, and I'll not do it on purpose. But as I say, it can be a raging storm up there. I've been where the trees are bending and hearing trees fall in the distance, and you could just feel the boom when they hit the ground, right? That is not nice, but there's nothing I can do or nothing anybody can do about that. Just either you'll be killed by a fallen tree or not. But it's definitely no reason to be killed by freezing to death, that's for dang sure. The Siberian log fire is also very, very good when it rains, because basically your whole flame and ember and so on will be protected from the rain. I've actually made Siberian log fires in the rain just for demonstration purposes. This works really, really well. All you need to have to make a good Siberian log fire is a hand saw. I use Silky saws, of course. This is not a commercial, but that's what I use. I know they work. They cut really fast. You don't even need an axe. An axe will be useful, of course, but a hand saw, small Japanese hand saw, is a good thing to have. It will save your life. So guys, that's it for the short instructional video and blah 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 on the Siberian log fire. I hope you found it useful. I hope you will check the links in the description, consider supporting the channel and all that good stuff. Until next time, get out and train, get it done, do something awesome. See you in the next video, guys. Thank you very much for your time.